Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hope. Welcome to highlights of our coverage from the Mecum Las Vegas auction held at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Let's check out a 61 Impala convertible. Oh my goodness.
I think I'm in love. 61 Impala that has gotten the full treatment all the way around. $260,000 project you're looking at right now. Supercharged 580 horsepower LSA. Ordered directly from GM. Tremec 6-speed. Vintage air, as I mentioned before, we see that almost constantly on any custom build. A lot of power accessories in this car.
So 130.
130, no reserve. That is the hammer price. 1967 Mustang.
And again, you know, just the paint alone gives it that Shelby vibe, although this is not any attempt to replicate a Shelby Mustang, but kind of has the look. This has got a stroker in it, the 347, and only 183 miles since that engine was dropped in. And they did a complete nut and bolt restoration by a shop that does nothing but Mustangs.
All right, after all that, a little fist bump in the upper left-hand corner, and for $135,000, somebody just picked up a 67 Mustang. So now to the 2018 Demon Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, Chris just gave us a preview of this car, and what is there left that has not been said about these Dodge SRT Demons? Cars that would lift the front wheels when you launched them right from the factory, and that's a first in American automotive history, believe me. 8-second quarter miles, 808 horsepower, or you empty out that Demon box and put all the goodies in, and now you're up to 840. It really was a car that shook the whole automotive universe.
All right, at no reserve, 135. 64 Corvette convertible, and you may have caught the tail end of that power hood release, and that is, of course, a 67 big block hood. All kinds of stuff going on with this mid-year.
Scott, at the top of the show, we mentioned how there was just a plethora of customs here today in Las Vegas, and this is another example. Pro build all the way. Look at that engine compartment, huh? That is a 6.2 liter, 430 horsepower LS3, and it's been dyno tuned. So the actual output of that engine is probably much higher than that. This is a fresh build too, only a couple of years old. The frame completely powder coated.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. What a Corvette.
I think you're on the list for another one, aren't you?
Man, that is so cool. $140,000. This 2021 Audi R8 Spyder has just jumped into our top 5. The reserve is off $165,000. I love this car.
You really, you're gravitating towards some of these exotic cars now. You're kind of getting in the high rent district here.
Well,
Scott.
I mean, did I say that I can afford it? No.
No, you
But
didn't.
yeah, I just like the way these R8s look. They're very fast.
They are fast.
And they're, sometimes they don't get the necessary love.
Right, because this was Audi's first attempt at a super high-performance mid-engine sports car, whereas the other brands have already established a reputation in that category, and Audi nailed it with these cars, no doubt about it.
Gotta hand it to him, man. And this one, $170,000. And now, to your Grand Sport replica that you previewed at the top of the show. And we know that in 1963, there were only 5 original Grand Sports built. And this replicates that holy grail.
Yeah, you couldn't replicate 1963 Grand Sport Corvette and drive it on the street. They were just too crazy. They were so light. I think they were like 1,500 pounds, and they had a reworked small block engine with Weber carburetors, and this car is a civilized representation of the original Grand Sport.
And even $200,000 buys that Grand Sport replica. That is super cool.
Yeah.
And right behind the Corvette is your 2016 Viper ACR.
pretty much a weapon of mass destruction on wheels, actually.
Yeah, okay.
What can you say about an ACR from 2016, the American Club Racer? This was a car that Dodge basically sold to people that wanted to go to racetracks with it. I mean, street legal, but in terms of what its main function was, it was to go to track days and amateur racing events and mix it up. There is the 8.4-liter V10, highest horsepower output of any factory V10 from Dodge, 645 horsepower.
217.5 on the 11th hour bid. 2022 Challenger is coming onto the block right now. And you're looking at the picture and you're saying, wait a minute. Something's up here. And yes, indeed, something's up, because they have put a lot of work into this build.
Oh, yeah. It's Halloween, so, you know, things are going to be masquerading as something else. Custom build. This is number 10 of 10 that have been produced. So I've got about 1,900 miles on a carbon fiber body, supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi. Where have we heard that engine before? Oh, yeah. Automatic. Torque flight, carbon fiber engine base around, fabulous paint job and interior, and all the workmanship, as you can see, is first rate.
Very nice. Look at that. 255 grand buys that. Really cool Challenger Custom. Hey, let's check out now the 2019 Ferrari 488 Spyder. You can see the top is off. Final year of production for this iteration of the 488.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing those great V12 Ferraris for so many years, but now we're seeing twin turbo V8s, which can put out just as much power as the old 12-cylinder engines. This 3.9-liter twin turbo V8 has 660 horses in it. Has that automatic transmission that can be shifted manually.
All right.
Yeah.
How about that? 275 is the hammer price for that spectacular 2019 Ferrari 488. Okay, everybody, fasten your seatbelts for this one. 1965 Corvette. And I know at the top of the screen it says custom in all caps, but that would be the description. Custom all over the place. The list is too long to get to everything on this car, Bill.
That is a dramatic understatement. Look at the engine on that car. 427 cubic inches, custom fuel injection that resembles those downdraft Weber carburetors. Everywhere you look on the car, it's been either modified or re-engineered. There you see the shifter, and that, you know, that hooks up to a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission, custom bucket seats. It's like, hey, Dark Knight, your Corvette is ready.
All right, how about that? The reserve is off. And because the gentleman in the upper left-hand corner split the difference, it's not technically the Mecum rule anymore, but he does have the high bid at 275.
You know, I really love watching this because 5 minutes ago, that consignor looked like he was not going to budge. And we get the gavel.
You are absolutely spot on, Bill. Very nice. $275,000 after all is said and done. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Mecum Accelerated. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Scott Hoke. So long, everyone.